Without warning, Texas Governor Greg Abbott signed the controversial bill to ban so-called sanctuary cities into law, streaming it on Facebook Live.
Elected officials and law enforcement agencies, they don't get to pick and choose which laws they will obey. There are consequences, deadly consequences, to not enforcing the law.
So here's the breakdown. Senate Bill 4 requires all Texas law enforcement honor ICE detainers. But the bigger fallout, it also allows police officers to ask people who are detained about their immigration status. Critics say it amounts to racial profiling. Supporters say the law keeps people safe.
And now, less than 24 hours after the bill is signed, legal action. But it's not what most people were expecting. KVU's Ashley Goodell has been following this story. She has the story from the Capitol.
The morning after Governor Greg Abbott signed SB 4 into law,
hey, ho, ho. SB 4 has got to go.
Protesters again gathered outside his mansion, lining the grounds with handmade banners of opposition.
While we think SB 4 is hateful, while we are shocked by the fact that he would brag about warming up his signing pen to demonize the immigrants behind me and the immigrants throughout this state, we are not surprised.
But after 13 years in the Texas legislature, Representative Rafael Anchia is surprised at how Abbott signed it.
Hi, I'm Governor Greg Abbott, and I want to welcome you to the Texas Governor's office.
Seated alone in his office, broadcasting on Facebook Live, all with no advance notice. A stark contrast from this. Just 5 days earlier, Abbott signed the first bill of the session into law in a room full of people, media invited, surrounded by the bill's author and lawmakers.
There were overwhelming numbers of people, including police chiefs, the entire faith community, the business community, that were against this bill, and the governor chose to sign it behind closed doors on a Sunday night, an evening that should be all about faith and family, and he signed this discriminatory bill. That is weakness, and that's not leadership.
But a statement from the governor's press secretary said Abbott went to, quote, where most people are getting their news nowadays and talking directly to them. Still, the criticism.
This Facebook signing show last night.
Also coming from state leaders on Capitol Hill.
Immigration law is a federal matter. How it is and why it is that the state can suddenly become involved in the enforcement of immigration laws, I think raises some serious legal issues. And I hope that this law will be challenged not only on the streets, but in the courtrooms.
And now that Attorney General Ken Paxton has filed the first suit, it appears it's up to the courts to decide.
Governor, we'll see you in court.
Maldif, an organization listed in the lawsuit, calls it, quote, frivolous legal action. They added that the, quote, preemptive strike is similar to something California did 20 years ago, a lawsuit they defeated, and they believe they will win this time, too. Live at the Capitol, Ashley Goodell, KVU News.
Ashley, Interim Police Chief Brian Manley released a statement on SB 4, saying that they are reviewing it to get a better understanding and that Austin police have worked hard to build trust in the communities. Manley says those efforts and engagements will continue and, quote, with the passage of this law, we want our minority community to maintain their trust in us. If you see or are a victim of a criminal act, we want you to call us and report it.